the absorption rate is very important. And when we say absorption rate, it's supply and demand. If you're in the Toronto market, Vancouver market, sure, no problem. In Montreal, honestly. Does anyone know what's the average household salary? I was hit of it.
The household what? Salary?
85,000.
Yeah, about 80, 85.
Oh wow, you're very generous.
No, no,
75?
What's the question again, sorry?
The household salary.
Household salary right now.
The average here is
the
about
average
30 something, no?
household.
Per person, no.
Yeah, okay.
70,
Per person
70.
or per family?
65,000.
65,000.
Per family?
Yeah, per family, yeah.
65, and that's gross.
Yeah.
Wow.
So you tell me how many people, and this is, we're talking about 85% of the population in Montreal. How many of them actually can afford that? So when we looked at those, because that's something I really wanted to go to, and my coach was in Montreal, so I drove her to Westmount area, and she's like, wow, that's a lot of signs here. She
Yeah.
goes, you have your iPad?
Yeah. Take
That's
some
the
notes.
absorption rate. It takes a year and a half
Yeah.
to 3 years to sell one. There's simpler ways to get name recognition.
Mhm.
You wanna hear it?
Yeah.
Tell me.
His eyes opened up.
All
Look at
yours.
Frank.
All
Frank is
yours.
like, give me.
I know what it is. Facebook.
No, that's
Not really.
Oh.
Okay. So, the way you can get, a simple way of getting your name recognition is your signs in the area. So your signs, so the only thing is costing you is the taka.
And that I move around.
Yeah.
And I advertise for free on their lawn.
So here's the thing, what you need to do is to make sure you have in that area at least 3 to 4 signs. Now, who's the smart person who's gonna tell me how to do that?
That is
Get listing.
work with farming.
Farming.
No, no farming.
Is
What
it
is it?
important
What is it?
to have the picture
So,
on it?
number 1, farming, no.
Is it important to have the picture?
You see, that's the only time Mike says, he tells you business card, no. You can have your picture on your sign as long as when you show up next to that sign, it is you.
Yeah, it's true.
Not your younger
Yeah.
sister.
No, no,
It's not your daughter.
20-year-old
Or not
photo.
not a picture from
Yeah.
20 years ago,
20 years ago.
not a picture that's been photoshopped.
Yeah.
It is actually, you stand next to the picture, oh yeah, that is you, you know? That's what it is, and the reason for that is because they did a study when you're in a car and you're going through, right? The business guys, they take a look at it, they actually look at the name, but in your car and you're driving, they see more the picture than they take the name out. The picture gets embedded more in the mind. So that's the only time he says a picture is okay. So there, if you want to spend just a little bit more, the trick is how to get at least 3, 4 signs in like one area so you become more recognizable. Number 1 starts with prospecting.
I know it.
Oh, well, we know
To
that.
get your first listing,
We
right?
didn't know that.
You have to get your first listing, so prospecting. Now you got your first listing. You priced it right. You're doing a great job with it. What do?
You call and you say, I just listed a property.
There you go, ding, 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 ding.
Or door to door.
Or there you
Yeah,
go.
but that's it. Just listed calls. Guys, it's really, I know people don't put importance to it, but when you listed a house and it's really great listing, you price it very well, and you know it's gonna sell fast, call right away. Go see all the neighbors around. I just listed. Now they also, especially if you're going in the summer now, door knocking, they're recognizing your face over and over and over. They're seeing it, right? Now, you might get another one or 2. If you didn't, you sell in 2-3 weeks, the sold sign goes up.
Yeah.
What do you have to do?
Just
sold.
Just sold. Go door knock. I just sold it. Guys, great. Now, that actually will get you more signs in the area. DK found a way of getting his name really recognized, especially when he's selling those physicals very quickly. So what he does is, he has his picture, he has his sign, really, and his sign are very nice signs, and then his sold sign is really fun. It says, too late, sold already by Agent DK.
That's nice.
Too late. Sorry.
Too late, sold already. So his name is getting recognized in the area more and more, right? So just sold, just listed, guys, very important. When you get a listing, do these calls, because that would give you a name recognition. And it's the cheapest way of getting it. Number two, on how you can get your name recognized. Can anyone tell me?
Facebook.
No, it's your sold production. So your sold sign went up, getting those calls, it's called sold production. Because people in the neighborhood will start to know that you're somebody who lists and sell very quickly. Supply and demand. That's what it is. Absorption rate is supply and demand.
Okay, how many houses for sale? Let's say there's 100. And let's say in the past 30 months, there was 10 that were sold. How many were added? If there was more than 10 that were added, it's gonna be very long before you sell that property. If there's not a lot that add up, then you have a few months that you can sell that property. Now, let me ask you a trick question to all of you. What's the best way to reduce that time from, say, a year to a month?
We all heard.
No, the ones that know, they're not allowed to talk. The ones that don't know, please give me ideas. Maybe you guys will come up with a better idea than mine. Right, what?
Ding, ding, ding.
Right price?
Price.
Ding, ding,
So, what is the best thing that sells a house? The most important thing that sells a house?
Number one.
Number one, price. What is the second?
Location?
The second?
Second.
Location, okay. Who says location? Okay, third?
It's not location.
Price.
Well, I'm
No.
just asking. So what,
Third.
for the ones that know, what's the number one item that sells a house?
Price.
Price.
2,
Price.
3,
Price.
4,
Price.
5,
Price.
6,
Price.
25,
Price.
47,
100.
125?
Price.
Thank you.
It's
Continue.
price. The best marketing
That's
tool
it?
actually in advertising is price, period.